Reality is, you can't really get lost when you're in your own lane. When you're in your own lane of life, you can never get lost. It's when you start switching lanes. That's where things could go wrong. It's when you start swerving and when you start traveling in lanes that you don't belong in. That's when you get lost. That's when you hit detours. That's when you come across yield signs. That's when you come across all of these signs, caution signs and things of that nature. Traveling down roads and paths that you don't belong in will really lead you to a destination that really doesn't suit your life. Traveling down the wrong path of life literally has nothing to do with the reason why you're here. It's not tied to your purpose. It's not tied to the reason why you're here on this earth. All it'll really do is just put you in a state of confusion, put you in confused scenarios, put you in environments where you don't belong, where you won't thrive. You feel what I'm saying? Work environments where you don't belong, relationships that you don't belong in. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in your own lane, bro, nothing else really matters. When you're in your own lane, nobody's opinion matters. When you're in your own lane, you're doing you. I know we all hear the term, do you. Well, really, do you. Because when you start doing you, it doesn't really matter, bro. Nobody's opinions really matter. You feel what I'm saying? Plus, you're getting ahead in life. You're accomplishing things. You know, you don't need nobody's opinion about what it is that you're doing, bro. Like right now, I'm out here in the woods, and a long time ago, I wouldn't have thought that this would be something that I would be doing. I grew up in the concrete jungle, you know what I'm saying? I was never a nature person. But I didn't realize how much this right here would bring so much life to me. I didn't realize that this would be something that I would be doing at some point. I didn't realize that this environment, this element is where I belong, bro. I didn't belong back in those streets. I didn't belong back in those environments. Those environments didn't do anything for me but bring me down. Sure, it gave me some experiences. Sure, it led me to where I'm at now. Sure, it led me to being in my own lane right now, bro. There's nobody else out here doing this. You feel what I'm saying? Doing what it is that I enjoy doing isn't about what the next person is doing. Doing what it is that I enjoy doing brings fulfillment to my life. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't have to have another single person do what it is that I'm doing to bring clarity to my life. There's not another person that I need to see with a camera and a mic attached, you know what I'm saying, to a stand, standing in the middle of nature, recording videos. I'm doing it because I'm in my own lane. I don't need to be in anybody else's lane but my own. And I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. A lot of the times, man, y'all have people around you that's misguiding you. You have people around you that's telling you what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, is wrong, or it don't fit the narrative of life. It doesn't fit the narrative of what everyone else is doing. And that's the problem. That's the problem. The problem is you're listening to people that's telling you what their perception of you should be, bro. You're listening to people that's telling you how you're supposed to go about your life. You're listening to people that's telling you how to live your life instead of pursuing a life that best suits you, that better suits you, that puts you on your lane, bro, that puts you in your lane. And I used to be one of those people, you know? I used to be one of those people too. As I always tell you guys, man, in my videos, I don't do videos based off of what somebody else has done. I don't talk about things that I've never experienced. Everything that I talk about is 100% everything that I've experienced. And I know that there are other people out there. I know if I've experienced a lot of the traumas in my life, if I've gone down the wrong path, if I've been in lanes that, you know, I didn't belong in, bro, if I didn't travel down the wrong path, if I wasn't in lanes, bro, where I didn't belong, I wouldn't have known that this path that I'm on right now, I am sure that I'm in my lane. I am sure that I'm in my lane. I was on both sides of the Mason-Dixon line, so to speak. You know, being in the streets, thinking it was cool, partying, going to the clubs, thinking it was cool, hanging out with a bunch of toxic individuals, hanging out with people that really didn't have my best interests at heart, hanging out with people that could not help me get further ahead, hanging out with people that talk about people, that talk about things, an exception of talking about going in pursuit of your life, bro, instead of being in conversations that is about purpose. Instead of being in purpose-driven type of conversations. Instead of talking about things, bro, that add value to your life. Instead of talking about your goals. Instead of talking about your dreams. Instead of talking about self-improving. Instead of talking about being on your self-improvement journey, bro. Once upon a time, bro, years ago, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I had no idea that I would be here where I'm at right now. I had no idea that I would be standing in front of this camera talking to you guys, man, trying to motivate and inspire life. Because back then, while traveling with those wrong people, bro, while traveling life with those wrong people, I had no vision for myself. And I didn't sit myself down to take the time out to know what I wanted out of life. It wasn't until I woke up one day and decided to challenge myself. You know what I mean? It wasn't until I woke up one day and decided that I'm gonna do things different. Let me figure out what I want out of life, you know? And when I set myself down, I stood, bro, in a dark room, and I cried. And I cried because for the first time in my life, I literally sat down and asked myself, what do I want out of life? And nothing came to me, nothing registered. So here I am on this journey, in the streets, going to the clubs, doing what I'm thinking is living life, when the whole time I had no idea of what my life was actually meant to be. I had no idea of who I was when I set myself down. And sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes some of you guys may not know where you want to go. You may not know what lane you need to be in because you haven't set yourself down, because you're too acclimated to your environment. You're too acclimated to, you know, being surrounded by the wrong type of people, bro. People that isn't there to serve your purpose. People that doesn't contribute to your purpose. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't know what you want to do, take time out for yourself. You know what I mean? Get away from everybody. Get away from everybody. Sit yourself down. Write out your thoughts. You know, write out your thoughts. And that's what led me to where I'm at today. Some of y'all don't know where you belong because you're just not taking the time out for yourself. You're not sitting down with yourself, listening to your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't know what you want to do, man, start with your hobbies, bro. That's how it started with me. That's how it started with me. That's what led me to where I'm at now. I was like, let me just do the things that I enjoy doing, you know. And while traveling this purpose-driven mission, bro, of life, during the road, bro, I started discovering things, bro. I started discovering my talents. I started to discover things that allowed me to be creative and be in a creative space that brought me to a new chapter along my road. And I'm still discovering, I'm still growing. And I'm still discovering new things, and I'm excited about my journey. I went from not knowing who I was, I went from not knowing what I wanted to do. I went from that place of my life to starting a journey, bro. And it brought me to this place where I know exactly what I want out of life. It brought me to this place of having a sense of direction. It brought me to a place of having a sense of purpose. It brought me to a place of having a sense of urgency to live in my purpose. It brought me to a place of having a sense of urgency. You know, every single day, man, working, doing everything within my power. God blessed me with the opportunity to wake up. God blessed you with the opportunity to wake up. You can't overlook that, man. You can't overlook it. So every chance that I get, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, bro, to work my purpose, to work my vision, to work towards my dreams, to live in my dreams. You know what I'm saying? To live my vision, to be fulfilled within my day-to-day walk, to stay in my lane and not worry about nobody else's lane but the lane that I'm traveling in. I'm not worrying about nobody else's lane. Everybody out here doing them. Everybody out here doing their thing. Some people are out here fishing, that's cool. Some people are out here running, that's cool. Some people are out here working out, doing push-ups and stuff like that, that's cool. That's y'all lane. And it's not my business to tend to anybody else's vision. It's not my business to tend to anybody's mission. It's not my business to tend to what anybody else is doing and what they got going on. But it's 100% my business to do what it is that I'm doing, to walk in my journey, bro, to walk in my life, you know? And I'm just encouraging you to not waste your life and do the same thing. You feel me? Discover that gem within. Discover that flame within. Discover that fuel within. Discover your purpose. Get in that gym, travel that journey, bro. Because I know if I could come from where I came from and evolve and grow to where I'm at now, that's why I drop these videos, because I know you could do it too. I know you could do it too. But you gotta be brave enough to travel your own lane, travel your own journey. Despite all the noise and what everybody else want for you, you gotta be brave enough to detach from everybody else's thoughts and notions of your life, bro. You know what I mean? And start walking it out. You gotta be brave enough to do that for you. You feel me? You gotta be in your own lane if you really want to thrive, bro, to the fullest when it comes to maximizing your life. And I encourage y'all to do that, all right? Anyway, y'all, I got more walking to do, more recording to do. I gotta hit the gym a little bit later, but I wanted to stop, come through and share this video with you guys. If y'all like content like this and you want more content like this, then lock all the way in, man. Share it with a friend, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notification bell. That way, every single time we come through with this content, we're gonna keep elevating, we're gonna keep growing, and you guys will get it. And we're on our mission. We're here to inspire lives. We're here to grow this love muscle, and I can't do it without y'all, all right? As always, matter of fact, before I do that, I appreciate all the love and support that we get here on the channel. I cannot do it without y'all. All my day ones, my in-betweens, my as of nows, I cannot do it without y'all, and even my future supporters. I appreciate all you guys for help growing this love muscle. As always, do what brings life to you, and it's a great chance that you'll bring life. It's a great chance that you'll bring life. It's a great chance that you'll bring life to whatever it is that you do. Till the next video, you already know, rain, sleet, or snow, the goal is to #grow. Peace and blessings. I'll see y'all in the next one. One love, strength.